our feet, the soles of our feet, which are rested softly upon the earth's surface, whether it's the floor or the ground, whatever it may be. And we begin to just climb up from the soles of our feet. We go into our ankles. And we're just looking for any place that we may be holding tension, right? So we want to release that tension. And we're going all the way up, getting to our knees. We want to relax our knees by softly bending our knees a bit. And we talked about the health-related benefits in regards to having our knees softly bent. And also you'll feel when you release your knees, your lower back actually gets a little relief as well. So Master Leo says, imagine that you're like pulling up your kneecaps. You know, that's an analogy that I hadn't used in a while. So you're actually pulling up your kneecaps, and you do it mindfully, and that'll help you in regards to relaxing your knees properly. So not forcefully relaxing your knees. It gives it more of a gentle yi approach. And then we go into another space, which is oftentimes what I call a pretty troubled space in regards to retaining tension. And that's right here in this pelvis area, in the lower spine. So we want to make sure that the tip of our tailbone, the coccyx, is angled in a direction so it's naturally going downward, the tailbone. So it's not going forward, so it's not under tucked, and then it's not going back either. If we go back, sway back, we're going to pinch our lower vertebrae, right? So we don't want to do that. So feel into our body, and we're still scanning, and we're going all the way up, one vertebrae at a time, climbing all the way up the spinal column, to include the very tip of the crown point, which is extended upwardly, all the way up. And once we get there, we want to come across the front of our face. So relax the space on your forehead, relax your eyes. Have the very tip of your chin slightly tucked in. Going down furthermore, we want to have our chest slightly concaved. And then we want to focus about 3 fingers width below our belly button at the lower dantian. And we want to make sure that we're breathing from our diaphragm as opposed to breathing from our chest. So let's focus on a couple of nice deep breaths. We'll begin with an inhale. Before our salute, we'll take a nice inhalation. And then on the exhalation, we begin to sink down. So we have this up and down movement. Kind of remind me of the boat being put in the water, and that boat is seeking the buoyancy. You know how it kind of bobs up and down? So we want to mimic that, not in a physical, forceful way. As you inhale, crown point is being pulled up. As you exhale, the tip of the tailbone has about 4 ounces of weight added to it, which actually causes the body to descend or sink down a bit. Still maintaining that vertical spine. Take a few more breaths. On the next breath in, we'll go ahead and begin with our salute. And once again, like always, always good to share this time and space with you all. And I thank you for being here. Also, I silence your mic so that we don't get any feedback. And if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to chime right in. So just unsilence your mic if you need to. Let's start with a few breaths Rise and fall, breathing across the top. We'll take one more and then I'll transition into the other movement. Rise and fall from the bottom. Make a circle. Inhale up. And we go right below our chin. Turn over the palms. And then sink down and press down. As we press downward, imagine that we're actually pressing down the earth. The earth is going downward. And as we rise, everything above our crown point is going up. Just keep working with this one a few breaths. I'll go one more and I'm going to change it into inward-outward form. Inward-outward. Now take this one to the 45s, the front two 45s. Right here, we want to get on top of that Tai Chi ball. We're on top of it. Using our body weight to bring it down. Actually, it's two of them. Imagine going into the earth and grabbing up some of that energy, compressing it, bringing it into a Huyen point, and then going back out. Now here, we want to go out infinitely here, using our imagination. We're traveling all the way out to the edge of the universe, out the fingertips. Bring our awareness in. Use our imagination. I'll go one more after this one, and we'll go into waterfall. So waterfall is going out laterally, not to the 45s. Still compress, enter Huyen, lift straight up, out through the crown point, out to the sides, get on top of the Tai Chi ball, sink them, compress them. Here's separation, pressing out. A lot of different angles, a lot of direction being covered. When you close in here, don't close your armpits. Don't close the space under your arm. This is a compression, pressing out, pressing down, press. I'll go one more, and then we're going to start splitting the Tai Chi ball. I'm not the Tai Chi ball, the waterfall. We're going to have both gone up and down midline. So I'll make this my last one right here. So compression, and then here, lifting up and pointing down, up and down. Start your coil. midline, Tai Chi pole. Stay close to it, even during the transition. One more, and I'll start turning Tai Chi ball left and right sides. So right here, my transition. Let's go into the compression and split, and the shifting, and the sinking, and the rising. So remember a few lessons back, I talked about getting away from thinking about shifting the body weight, right? And just start thinking of becoming full and empty. So if you're full on one side, like I'm full on my left, and when I want to think empty, with a soft, gentle yi, and give it some direction, and not push into the floor, kind of navigate the body across into the other side, and the other side becomes full. So it's a lot less conflict under your foot. We're not like forcing ourselves to go anywhere. It's just releasing the fullness. And as that fullness turns to empty, the other side turns to fullness. It's very subtle. It takes a lot of paying attention to and feeling, but it's there. Take your time with it. So we're going to relax our muscles, not contract our muscles. And of course, as the weight shifts, those muscles are engaged. So we want to release that engagement and then allow the empty, the full to take place. Pay attention to the words that I use, allow. So we allow it to happen. We don't make it happen. We're going to take a few more of these. And then we're going to come back into the center. Let's do a few of these first. So I'm going to split this one, make it small, and we'll come around. Bring the hands back in towards Dantian. Take a few breaths while here, focusing on lower Dantian. Pay attention to the feeling of your hands, so the hands are not touching the body. Just be aware. Just be aware of the feeling. Don't make any sense of it. And now we're going to have the left Tai Chi ball begin to come out away from the Dantian. Palm begins to rotate upward, left hand, and then it gets heavy on that left side. It descends into the earth. Turn your waist, not your knee. Gather some earth. And here we wrap around. Remember, don't straighten your arm here. Leave that elbow in. Coming around. This is like embracing with one arm. And we're going to repeat, same thing, other side. Feel the heaviness take place. The releasing into the earth. Wrapping around, coming into Tai Chi stance. Some people call it universal pulse. For us, Tai Chi stance, elbows are a little lower than the wrists. And we're inhaling, we're opening, expanding. So we're not just standing there still. There's movement in this pulse, and it contracts. And keep going with your breath. Inhale, the body rises a bit. Exhale, the body settles down. Now with this being such a simple movement, we can go back into scanning again. So starting your feet, scanning, releasing tension. We may have gathered some tension in our feet from standing for so long. Let that go. And go ahead and travel up the spine. Navigate the whole body. Always expand and contract. We don't go into being still completely. Check in with your breath. Make sure you're still breathing nice, long, slow, deep, silent, inaudible breath. In through the nose, out of the nose. If you can, breathe in and out of your nose. If not, still have to breathe. So breathe to the best of your ability. But certainly attempt to breathe in through the nose and out of the nose. And by breathing in and out of the nose, we can regulate our breath a lot easier as opposed to breathing out of our mouth. Our mouth has a bigger opening, so the air escapes a lot easier, enters a lot easier. And now from here, we're going to begin allowing the palms to rotate so they're going up. And we're going to do a little lion opens mouth. So the arms are 45 degrees out. Also, this is 45, elbow to fingertip. Also from shoulder down to elbow, that's a 45. And they're pointed towards the 45-degree corner. So that's 3 45s. And just like before, where we were breathing with the inhale causing us to rise up, and an exhale causing us to settle down, we still want to do that. Let's extend our arms out more, beyond the 45. This is like giving, going all the way out, not locking the elbows, extending more out. All the way out into infinity, out of the fingertips, traveling from shoulder, through the elbows, through your wrists, into your palms, out your fingertips, all the way out. And then retracting that, reversing that from out to in. And then from in to out. You may feel light here, light. Take a few breaths, rise and fall, rise and fall. Now come up to the outward portion. Turn the palms so that they begin to face down. And now we're coming in with palms down, drawing back in. And then down to the 45. Still have those 245. So this is 45 from shoulder to elbow down. This is 45 from elbow to fingertips down. And then that 45 is there. So once again, 3 45s. And this is drain off posture. So if you got any tension in your shoulders, see it out. See it from shoulder. Let it go roll down, all the way down. And we have this up and down again. So we're bobbing up and down. The upward motion is initiated from crown point, not from pushing onto the floor. So crown point is being pulled up. And then the downward portion, tailbone, 4 ounces of weight leading you down. So don't just think about that. Do your best to actually see it, feel it, and experience it. So now here we are, just gather some earth energy. That energy has been purified. We're condensing it into center. We're bringing it into Dantian, through Huyen. And then we cross hands left over right, not touching. Left hand on the outside. Now we focus on 2 Laogong points and 1 point lower Dantian. The unification of 3 points becoming 1. And let's close our eyes and just breathe into that one space, that one tiny, tiny point. Visualize it being very small. Small but powerful. Let's separate that point, those points. Separate across, belt channel, going into ready. And while in ready, we're drifting leftward and rightward. Working on the figure 8. So not a direct lateral line, but the figure 8 in the bottom of our feet, 1 point training. Think about the releasing of the full as opposed to pushing off of the floor. Using our tailbone as a guide, a rudder to direct the movement of our body. Making sure that we're truly and honestly becoming full and as empty as possible. Not cutting ourselves short. Reach inside, feel that tailbone. Be honest with yourself. Sincere in the practice. Come back into center. We're going to do a little solo form practice, all right? So both hands at Dantian level. We're going to drift over towards our left, becoming empty on the right? Pivoting on the ball of the foot. We're going to do ward off. Heel, toe, Tai Chi ball deploys, gathering earth energy, coming up with the earth energy, ward off, and settle down before moving forward. And here's where we begin to go forward. We're just going forward and backwards from now. Feel inside the ligaments and tendons, relax the muscles. We have a little stretch, stretching here, forward, backwards, like separation. We're going to hold that. It's like a little taunt, a little bit of tautness. Think of separating a piece of paper. If you had your hand on a table and separate a piece of paper like that, same feel. Hold on to that feeling and begin to rotate. Rotate back into center and then forward again. Now with your mind, this ward off, is going way out, man. It's going way out. It's not just right here. Check your eyes, make sure your eyes relax. We're using that hawk vision, that whole vision, peripheral vision. Now I want you to work with the two, the rolling ward off, and the ward off where we're just going forward and backwards. And change on your own accord. I want you to mix them up, blend them up. So we have the forward and backwards like I'm going now. And change when you're ready. And then we have the rotating ward off. Once you feel comfortable, start navigating the body again, scanning again, looking for tension, looking for release. Soles of the feet are notorious because it's holding our body weight. Release those feet, release those ankles. Check the breath, check the tip of the tongue placement. So much, so busy in this Tai Chi. Now, with that being said, don't feel overwhelmed. Just find something and work with it. Eventually it becomes second nature, and then you add something else to it. Remember the forward arm on the ward off, it has a little bit of an upward roll. So it's not completely flat, right? It's like a snow plow. A little bit up, because ward off is up and out. The energy, kinetic energy change, upward and outward. So we give it a little upward to allow it to happen. Turning from Dantian, not just turning our shoulders. Dantian turns the body. When you come to a point where you're on your forward leg, straighten your back foot so that both feet are parallel or straight, and then bring back the ward off, back into lower Dantian, and step back in. Feel the space between your body and your hands, observing. And do a little drifting again. Figure eight, left and right. And once you drift over towards your right side, coming full on the right, empty on the left. Let's do ward off the other side. So this will be my right side. Coming full on my right, pivoting on the left, heel, deploy Tai Chi ball, same time. Going into the earth energetically, coming out of the earth with my ward off. Before moving forward, we settle down, like putting a boat in the water. We also expand the tautness. Then we begin forward and backwards. We're going to do this side just like the other side. Again, rotating it, and then alternate between the two on your own accord. Move how you feel. Which one you want to work with out of those two. Remember, Dantian is the commander, so moving from Dantian. Get that scan going. Start scanning. When you come to your forward leg, let's straighten our back foot. Drift back, bring a Tai Chi ball back in toward Dantian. And then start your figure eight again. Figure eight. Pay attention to how things feel. Don't touch your body. Yeah, let's come back into center. Once again, bringing into alignment, 3 points, 2 logons, 1 Dantian, left hand on the outside. 3 becomes 1. Let's close our eyes, take a few breaths. Unify those points. Now we're going to do a little practice before we conclude. So that 1 point, we're going to start circling, not touching, circles. So rolling the Dantian. Just rolling around. Not so much hand movement, but feel for inside. Then reverse your circle. We'll come back to center, and we separate 3. Oh, they were 1. Separate, cross belt. We go into ready, and we bounce back up, breathing in. heart salute. We'll conclude from here. Exhale, going forward. Big breath coming in, embracing below, behind us, leftward, rightward, above, out in front. Big embrace. Small, hollow fist, soft. Left hand. And then it explodes, it gets real big right here. All through the inside of the body. Energize. And we drain off anything that doesn't serve us well. Thoughts, physical ailments, whatever it may be. And then we regather the recharged energy from the earth, so it's been refined here. Coming in through Hu Yin, back in through lower down Tien, bring all the way up, heart chakra, third eye, and then we share it with the universe, and we bring it back in, and we hold on to it a little bit for ourselves. Take it with us. All right, family. Right on time. Of course, my camera would start tripping about 2 or 3 minutes out before we get out of here. Hey, good to see you today, Sister Pam.
Hi, Pam. You too.
Yeah, let me sign off for the YouTube.
Thank you.
Yeah, but hold on 1 second. I want to tell you something.
She gone.
She left?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.